So yesterday, California took a big step into actually enshrining net neutrality rules into law. Now, it's being reported that the California State Senate approved a bill to impose net neutrality restrictions on internet service providers. Now, that, of course, is a direct challenge to the FCC's attempt to preempt rules. So when Ajit Pai said, okay, we're going to get rid of net neutrality, I'm going to eliminate this law, he added a provision that basically said that, hey, states, you are now no longer allowed to set your own net neutrality laws. We are using federal preemption. But wait a minute, I thought you guys cared about states' rights. No, they don't care about states' rights as long as it involves helping their donors. The only time that they care about states' rights is when they want to do religious freedom bills or when they want to pass racist policies. Anyway, now, again, that provision is being directly challenged by California and some of the other states. Now, Montana, of course, passed their own net neutrality legislation through executive order. New York also did the same thing. And other states are looking at net neutrality legislation. So what the federal government is not doing, the states are taking upon themselves to do. Because, again, net neutrality is very, very popular among both sides of the aisle. Both Democrats and Republicans are in favor of net neutrality. They don't want the internet to be blocked or throttled, slowed down. They don't want fast lanes, pay prioritization. They're against all that stuff. And look, to be honest, if you're a right-winger, you are more likely to have your website shut down because of of a lack of net neutrality rules. Advertisers will look at some of the right-wing sites and go, nope, not in favor of that at all. That actually makes us look bad. We're just going to quietly shut down your site. So it's the right wing that's far more in danger. So in taking up net neutrality, we're making sure that everybody has free speech rights on the internet and everybody's content is being treated equally across the transmission lines. Now, again, this goes directly in the face of the FCC. In fact, they're already ordering states to scrap plans for net neutrality laws. Now, how's that going to go? Well, already the FCC is being sued by 21 different states and the District of Columbia. Now, they actually want to reverse the net neutrality decision and the preemption of state laws. And you also have Congress that is one vote away from being able to do the same thing. Now, Congress, that's a bit of a long shot because it would actually take Donald Trump to go and sign that into law. He's very, very unlikely because odds are he probably doesn't even understand what net neutrality is. Now, net neutrality, of course, means that companies, internet service companies, providers, have to treat everything equally. That means no blocking, no throttling, no paid prioritization. So that takes me to California. Now, the California State Senate approved SB 460. Now, this has been proposed by Senator Kevin DeLeon. Now, the bill passed 21-12 among party lines. So old Democrats said yes. All Republicans are like, no, absolutely not, because guess what? We work for the big telecom companies. Now, the bill is going to the state assembly where the Democrats have, again, a majority, 53-25. So it looks very likely that it's going to get through the state assembly as well, and it has to go through the governor. Now, what the bill would do is that it would prohibit home and mobile internet providers from blocking lawful content, application services, or non-harmful devices, except in cases of reasonable network management. Throttling would be outlawed along with paid prioritization or providing preferential treatment for some internet traffic. And the bill also prohibits ISPs from interfering with a customer's ability to select, access, and use broadband internet service or lawful internet content, application services, or devices of the customer's choice, or an edge provider's ability to make lawful content, applications, services, or devices available to a customer. They would also be forbidden from using deceptive or misleading marketing practices that misrepresent the treatment of internet traffic or content to its customers. So these are strong enforcement measures, right? So California ain't messing around when it comes to net neutrality. And let me show you how. Violations would be punishable under the state's existing consumer protection laws, which would allow for injunctions and financial damages. So if a company is caught violating net neutrality principles, guess what? We're going to come after you with financial penalties. Now, the California bill would also prohibit state agencies from buying internet service from an ISP unless that provider certifies under penalty of perjury that it will not engage in the activities banned by the bill. So this is a lot stronger than what Montana and New York had actually put into place, and again is a direct challenge to the FCC's authority, especially the preemption laws. Now look, the preemption laws, and I've talked about those before, those I think are illegal. The FCC does not have the authority to be able to preempt the state law from doing whatever they're doing, because the whole point of the FCC is to be neutral, is to not actually create law. So what they're doing is that they said, no. What we're going to do is we're going to ban you from enacting your own net neutrality. You can't actually do that. So you can't remain an independent agency if you're doing this kind of non-independent stuff. Okay? So we're going to see what happens in this fight because this is coming to a head. Now, where it goes, if it ends up in the Supreme Court, I don't know. But there is a pretty good argument in favor of the states for making this case. And it's my hope that enough states get together and say, no, we're going to make our own net neutrality laws, and you can't stop us. You cannot preempt us from making our own laws. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.